Okay, so this is going to be the first recording for the class. I have Beverly on the phone. I have Emily with me here. And so what I would say to both of you and to the others that are going to listen in, you want to basically, from tonight's class, have a really good outline covering the review things we start with first, and then we'll also cover new topics as well. And what you want to come out of this with is a really nice detailed outline. You may want to use the outlines that are with them. And Beverly and Emily, I'll talk about things and we'll have a nice three-person conversation here and just see where that takes us. Beverly, does that work for you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Emily, is that all right? Okay. Emily gave me the thumbs up. Okay, so the problem I want to work with, and Emily and I have already been over this a little bit, is homework problem 1. Beverly, did you find homework problem 1? Was it okay as you were kind of going through it? Did it make sense to you, the problem for homework?
Yeah, I did.
So the basic idea with this problem, and I'll just kind of share the main details. If you look at the little matrix I created, the little table, it's a 2x2 design. One independent variable, and I just gave it a name I call imagined others, and there are 2 levels to that, friends and strangers. Beverly, what's the other independent variable?
The number of other bystanders.
Yeah, so group size. It would be group size here, and you've got 2 levels there. Emily, what's the dependent variable?
The dependent variable is the respond score.
Yeah, how likely they would be to respond to the event, 9 being very likely and 1 not at all. So if
Did I get that? That's a long dependent variable.
Yep.
Could you just write response score?
Yeah, response score would be fine. So it could be a 1 to 9 score, and I created what I think would be a reasonable data set there. Beverly, can you see the data set in the little table I made?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 2x2 table, and let me ask you, Miss Emily, what are the 3 potential statistical effects we could look for in this situation? What are the 3 stat effects?
Main effects of imagined others, main effects of group size, and interaction between imagined others and group size.
That's exactly the case. Beverly, does that make pretty good sense to you as well?
Mm-hmm.
So is there a main effect of imagined others? Is there a main effect of group size? And is there an interaction between them? The next thing that we would actually do, and Emily, let me have you, Emily, let me have you, 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 Too much for the recording here, so we're going to